So that's a lie. I never would, under any circumstance, said that I didn't want the fight or that I was pulling out the fight or that the fight was a make or break for me at any point. That's what their side has been doing. It's been all bully tactics from their side. It's all take it or leave it, do this, or we're scratching the fight, or do whatever, and it's over, or it's over. And the last that we heard from our side was you agreed to 205 by 11:59 p.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time, or the fight's off. And we said, okay, well, give us 215. We didn't hear anything back. The next thing I seen, Most Valuable Promotions was scrapping the fight online. They just completely canceled the fight online, telling people they get refunds, and then maybe like 20 minutes later, I see Jake come out with an interview. So when it's coming from Jake, I'm like, what? Wait, how is this? And then I'm asking my people, and we still, to this moment, still haven't gotten any formal like cancellation, like this fight's not happening. So, I mean, this is like, if this was 10, 15 years ago, Twitter wasn't around, we wouldn't even know that the fight was off.
Wait, so you guys were talking, and like they gave you a deadline and then canceled it before the deadline? Is that
exactly? That's exactly what happened. We got the proof. We got it right here. It's email correspondence, and they said you have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to agree to the 205. This was the new contract they sent. You have until 11:59 p.m. to agree to this contract, or we're scrapping the fight, and we're going to announce it in the morning. They never waited till the morning. They never waited for me to get to the deadline. They just, like I've been saying this entire promotion, they just try to ram stuff down your throat and make you do stuff like right away on the day moment that they say do it, they want it done. And then they said, do it by this time. So we still under the gun, but we say, okay, give us 215. They don't say nothing else. We waiting for them to respond. And their response was the cancellation via Twitter.
Those are the words of Hasim Rahman Jr. as he explains what went down, what actually happened between himself and his people and Jake Paul and his people. And hearing what I just heard, basically, and this is what I thought I heard, but we have to hear it together and counterpunch it accordingly. Jake Paul canceled a fight before a deadline. Jumping the gun with a fight with a fighter that you're supposed to want is a very suspect situation. Now, mind you, this is supposed to be the Tommy Fury fight. So this guy is a replacement. So you sent a contract first without any of this other stuff, saying that, hey, this is a make it, take it or leave it type of situation. So then you sent another contract over, like a revised contract, because I'm very familiar with contracts. You sent a revived one stating, hey, if you don't make 205 by a certain time, this fight's over. And then they responded, and you didn't even respond, or Jake's team didn't even respond. It's like, yo, what really are we talking about here? How are we going to believe that you wanted this fight when your side wasn't even respectful enough to respond back, but you ran to Twitter and told the world without telling them? And I guess they supposed to believe whatever they want to believe when people hear it. It all sounds suspect to me. With Jake Paul, I'm thinking like, okay, this guy, he's a YouTuber. He's successful. He's from Ohio. He has a lot of millions and millions of subscribers and all this good stuff. And then, he's knocked out some people that are not boxers. And when I seen that, I'm like, well, but they're not boxers though. So I always had that over Jake Paul. That's how I always counter Jake Paul. Yo, you're not fighting boxers. You're fighting guys that have no business in the ring. Okay? Tyron Woodley is the best example or the best person on his resume, right? So if you were going to give Jake Paul anything, it would be that. But it's like now you have not been able to give a $2 million to a real boxer. Impossible. Because the way the deflation of boxing is, $2 million is a very good purse. Okay, that's life-changing money nowadays. Back in the day, it was bullshit. It was dog shit. But now, since the deflation of boxing, this is what you have. Okay, $2 million is better than a lot of top fighters guaranteed. So you mean to tell me you are wanting to fight these guys that all of a sudden you're not making, or it's this like bully tactics, or this take it or leave it, no nonsense, no leeway type situation with a replacement fighter anyway. And then you're telling me you want to fight a boxer. I find that hard to believe. See, I just thought Tommy Fury was bullshitting. I thought, but now it makes Tommy Fury, it puts him in the clear, because now you start to look at like, oh, okay, now we see what's going on. What's really going on is that you guys are trying to weight drain Rahman, knowing that he had his weight at a certain weight anyway, but then turn around and say, you gotta lose 10 pounds before this date, and you don't even give the man that time to lose that weight. Bars. That's like, look, Jake Paul is a hype man. I think he knows what he's doing. I think, the more he attempts to convince people he wants to fight boxers, I think he gets somehow or somewhat credibility for being a boxer. But the truth of the matter is that's not going to be the case until he actually fights and defeats a real boxer. Counterpunch. Because like hearing shit like we just heard, it tells you like, yo, you didn't want this fight from this guy. You wanted everyone to think that you wanted this fight. And then I hear him online, and I've read some stuff up about Jake Paul, and he's talking about the money that he's lost and all this, that, and the other on this promotion. And, but I think that money was just to really throw away on a fugazi type situation, because you didn't want this fight, and you definitely give that fighter that you claim you want to fight the appropriate time to make the weight. And then why would you care any fucking way? Why would it have to be 205 instead of 215? Why would you want to fight someone at your best? You're doing some Canelo shit without even being Canelo. That's like some Canelo / Manny Pacquiao / Floyd Mayweather shit. But at this point, you're sitting there saying that, hey, we're canceling the fight over a weight issue. But anyway, I find it real strange. Me chopping it up, I don't think Jake Paul wanted that fight. Maybe he did, or maybe someone advised him not to. But it was all strange if he canceled the fight before the deadline. That is a dead giveaway. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Hasim Rahman explaining his side of the ordeal because of the cancellation of his fight or potential fight with Jake Paul. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!